Okay, welcome to Somerset News Network and my epic story. This is what I was going to tell you when I started off. I've done part 1, I've done part 2. This is now part 3. So watch the others to understand what's happening now. So, I run the local forum for my town. And unbeknownst to me, the Prat had put himself back on the forum. Because they got into my Microsoft account, he'd obviously used my passwords and gone in and unblocked himself, because I blocked him. Because I don't like the guy. I don't trust him. Right? So I blocked him again, took him off. I made the comment on a post. Somebody reported me to the police. The person who said on the account, this is what he's like, I'm going to report him to the police, was not the Prat's name, it was somebody else's name. Anyway, I went in to have a look at the profile, and it was a lady's name. The lady's phone number is the Prat's phone number. Work that one out. So I'm thinking that this sock puppet had been used to report me to the police. She said I'm going to the police. So I get a 4-month police investigation for this one-line comment that wasn't aimed at anybody, but was just general information and a fact. Well, meanwhile, while this is happening, I'm thinking I got to get some evidence to defend myself. Because how do you defend yourself when you just put a line on Facebook and the LGBTQ activists and this Prat are having a go at you? They're using the hate crime law. Malicious communications, they call it. It's craziness. What happened to free speech in this country? If they don't like what you say, it's malicious communications. Because you're having a go at somebody or you don't agree with them. Because you don't agree with them and you've got a different point of view, it's free speech. That's what it's all about. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech and debate. Bill of Rights. 1689. Article 9, if you want to know where it is. And I'm using it. And I'm quoting it. And that's what I've said all the way through when the policeman was investigating. Oh, right of free speech. And he said, well, it's malicious. It's hate crime. Copper said, I've got to know what your thinking is. Why? I've got a different point of view to somebody else, and I said it. And what I said was factual, and I can prove it. Anyway, meantime, what I did is I hired a private detective, and they do internet searches. So I gave them 480 quid. And they were going to do an index search on the Prat. Anyway, the first week they phoned me up. And they said, yeah, we've done the search. Brilliant. But he's on the dark web. And we can know he's there. And we know what he's doing. But we can't download it. We have to go to Switzerland. It's going to take a little bit longer. So another month went by. Rung him up, what's happening? Oh, it's taking longer than we thought. There's a lot involved. He's up to no good. He's being controlled by somebody. This is what they're telling me. So, he's working for somebody, being controlled, and he's on the dark web. And he's dealing with kids. No, I'm not saying a thing. I haven't got a clue what's going on. So this goes on and the company won't produce the paperwork. They've told me the information, which I now can't use and say it as gospel. They said, I'm afraid it's bad here. And I said, well, how bad? As bad as it gets, they said. Well, my brain's thinking, what the hell's going on? But as they haven't told me exactly what it was, and they led me to believe that there's something wrong, they wouldn't give me the paperwork. Anyway, then I get a phone call from them. I'm thinking, oh, great, they're going to sort it out. And they name a guy. Do you know this guy? I said, no. But I think he's one of the sock puppets of the Prat. So they check it out and they said they agree with me that he is one of his sock puppets. He threatened them. One day he threatened them. I don't know what they said. They never told me. But they backed off and didn't give me the report. And this is all very odd. Now we know the Prat's a Freemason. What's he said to him? What leverage he got on him? In the end, I had to take him to small claims court. And I took them to small claims court. And I wrote the address down on the court papers. The court then tells me that they're not known at that address. So I go on the website and there it is, and there's the address on the bottom. It's a false address. I thought, this is odd. This is strange. So I did some searching on the internet. And I found them a mile down the road. And I go on Google Earth to have a look to see if there's any signs up or anything on this building. Space to let. So this building, brand new, and it's renting office space. And the phone number's underneath it. So I phoned them up. And I said, I understand that you rent offices out. Yes, sir. Would you like one? I said, no. I'm trying to get hold of the private investigator. Oh, no, they don't. They don't rent the buildings here. But this address is on their website. Yeah, we take their mail. This is all getting really odd. So I tell the court the new address. They send it off. They then agree to pay me. And they paid me in full. So that's good. But I still haven't got the report. The internet search. So I can't say what he was really up to. It's just speculation and thought. Anyway, that's part 3, and it's all gone away now, and the police wouldn't give me my gun license back when I moved to change the address because I had all this police investigation for 4 months hanging over me. They had to make sure I was a fit and proper person to have firearms. Been in the gun trade for 50 years. I've had a firearm certificate since I was 15. So that's 50 years. I've had a firearm certificate. You know, I'm not the problem. I shoot foxes, shoot rabbits, shoot pigeons, do pest control. The old pheasant day when I get invited, because I can't afford to go pheasant shooting. But somebody wants a striker done or a gun fixed before, for the season, and I normally end up being invited for a day. That's a wonderful day's shooting out of it. But it's just this Prat causes so much trouble. I think he's up to no good. I think he's a petty crook. And I think he uses his mates in the police force to have a go at me, to harass me, to stop me screaming and shouting. So I'm not going to tell anybody. We will just keep this story between me and you. And don't go spreading it around or telling anybody. This is just my own private thoughts, and I'm only telling you. So please like and share this video and let it go viral. Ian, Somerset News Network, telling my story. Bye bye.